The Goose Girl. Once upon a time, in a kingdom far, far away, there lived a princess and her queen mother in a tall castle. The princess was still a little girl when her father, the king, passed away. She grew up under the loving care of her queen mother and became a beautiful young woman. One day the queen told her daughter, "My dear, you are now of age to marry. A young prince from a neighboring kingdom has asked for your hand in marriage." The princess was saddened because she loved her mother dearly and wanted to stay by her side, but she realized that her mother was right. The princess gathered her beautiful gowns and jewels, preparing for her journey. Her mother gave her many gifts, but the most precious was a talking horse named Falda. As the princess was about to leave, her mother gave her a lock of her own hair, saying, "Take this magical lock of hair. It will protect you from harm." The princess took the lock of hair and hid it in her gown. Her mother then gave her a golden goblet, saying, "Take this golden goblet as well. When you reach the river, drink from it." The princess began her long journey, accompanied by one of her ladies-in-waiting. The princess, unaccustomed to traveling over hills and through forests, grew tired and thirsty. She asked her lady-in-waiting to fill the goblet with water from the river. But the lady-in-waiting, who was jealous of the beautiful princess, said, "You fill it yourself. I will not take orders from you any more." The princess was upset by her lady-in-waiting's words, but said nothing. As she bent down to fill the goblet, the lock of hair fell from her gown and floated away on the river. The princess was heartbroken. The wicked lady-in-waiting seized the princess and shook her. "I will wear your clothes, and you will wear mine. You have lost your magical lock of hair, and I will have power over you." The frightened princess, having never experienced such cruelty, did as the wicked lady-in-waiting commanded. The lady-in-waiting, now disguised as the princess, rode off on Falda, the talking horse. The real princess, dressed in the lady-in-waiting's simple clothes, was left behind. The old king and the young prince arrived to greet the princess and her lady-in-waiting. They were deceived by the wicked lady-in-waiting's disguise. The real princess, unnoticed and alone, was left in the castle courtyard. The king, noticing the beautiful young girl, asked the false princess who she was. The wicked lady-in-waiting claimed she was a poor beggar girl she had met on the way and promised to find her a job. The king, feeling pity for the girl, assigned her to work as a goose girl. The wicked lady-in-waiting, fearing that Falda might reveal her deception, ordered the king to have the horse killed. The princess, heartbroken, watched as her beloved friend was slain. She begged the executioner to hang the horse's head over the city gate so she could see it every day. As the goose girl tended to her flock, she would often speak to the horse's head, mourning its loss. The horse's head, imbued with magic, would respond to her, offering comfort and advice. One day, a mischievous young man, a gooseherd, tried to pull a strand of the princess's beautiful golden hair. A gust of wind swept away his cap, and he spent the day chasing it. The next day, the same thing happened. The young man, frustrated, complained to the king that the goose girl was a sorceress. The king, intrigued, decided to follow the goose girl and the gooseherd. He witnessed the magical conversation between the princess and the horse's head and saw the wind carry away the gooseherd's cap. The king realized the truth and confronted the wicked lady-in-waiting. The king exposed the wicked lady-in-waiting's deception and banished her from the kingdom. The real princess, now revealed, was reunited with her rightful place. She married the young prince, and they lived happily ever after.